Oh, yeah, the pressure's starting to ratchet up just a bit as we approach the midway point of the regular season in high school football. Shane, right here with Yanni Crocus, as always, as we continue to kick off week 5 of the season. Yanni, we have a pretty good idea of what teams will definitely be there in the postseason, but there are a number of teams right on that cusp trying to make themselves and prove themselves a little bit more.
Yeah, entering tonight, West Boca in prime position to get back to the playoffs at 3-0, but a true litmus test with always talented Treasure Coast making the long trip down in search of their first win of the season. That's our game of the week.
Yeah, Titans losing to 3 strong programs outside our area to start the year to go along with a 2-point loss at Jensen Beach.
West Boca, the number 3 team in our top 10 poll. They blew out Seminole Ridge last week. TC arrived late with traffic on this Friday, and their offense struggled to arrive too. Bulls handling that single wing run game early and often. Opening drive, Bulls special teams coming to play. They blocked the punt. It's the big man Jamar Thompson, the D tackle, jumping on it. West Boca forced to punt on their ensuing drive, but they'll like this result. Titans can't handle the punt, and the Bulls jump on it. They are in business inside the 20. They cash in. Javian Mallory, the 4-star running back, down to Miami, Michigan, and Notre Dame for his college choices. Punches in the touchdown to make it 6-0. Bulls just getting started. Trey Moran at quarterback, and he's going to go deep. Mark Hannaford running under it. Perfect pitch and catch into the end zone. 13-0 West Boca. Talk about a 3-phase win. Back to defense now. Damon Allen gets to the quarterback. That's a fumble. Amari Ford scoops it for the defensive touchdown. And if you're not sold on West Boca, check out this score. 48-0 over Treasure Coast. You should be now.
Wow, don't look now, but Fort Pierce Central just one loss this season, playing at Inlet Grove tonight. Cobras up 27-0 in the third quarter. Inlet Grove going for it on 4th down. What do you have to lose, right? Well, you can lose the turnover on downs here. Is that Nate Lennon and Kyron Pratt combined on the tackle to give the offense back the ball. Ensuing drive, Anthony Lamatina throws across the middle to A.J. Hill, and Hill sheds a tackle. Big gain and a first down for Central. Same drive on a 3rd and long. Lamatina showing he's got the entire package. First with his arm and now with his feet. Takes off down the sideline, pushed out inside the 15-yard line. Central is in business. Then to cap off the drive, Jamal Love takes the handoff, and he's coming right into your home right here. Love takes the ball down the aisle for the marriage proposal. Cobras sink their fangs into Inlet, 34-6. While both Spanish River and Wellington still trying to lunge themselves into the playoff hunt, the Sharks trying to avoid a 3-game skid after a pretty fast start.
Meanwhile, Wellington dropped a close 3-point game at Park Vista last week. They're back at home tonight. First meeting between these two since 2014. Second half, Wellington punting out of their own end zone. A decent boot and a good bounce, but Blake Wallace will scoop it at midfield. Watch him stop on a dime and then juke defenders, head to the sideline, and from there he'll turn on the Jets. Down he goes. Touchdown Sharks to make it a 3-score game. More Spanish River. The freshman Marcus Strachey in at quarterback. He finds Trent Ashbull for the touchdown. The route is on. Wellington up 28, but they aren't finished. Terrell Ocean, fittingly a Shark with some bite, is Ocean. He's in for another touchdown. Spanish River, a statement win, 51-15 over Wellington.
Number 2 undefeated Cardinal Newman yet to be tested so far this season, hosting winless Clewiston in West Palm Beach, and yeah, they weren't tested tonight either. Crusaders with a huge lead in the second quarter, looking for more. Jerron Hughley, a bunch of D1 offers, dumps it off to Gennaro Sumter, picks up a nice gain for a first down inside Clewiston territory. Same drive, screen pass to Jalen J-Bo Brown, the Louisville commit, turns around, leaps a couple defenders, and he has another first down. A 27-0 Newman lead at the half. Second half, Clewiston back to punt, or so they thought. The snap goes over the punter's head, but eventually just dive on it. On the very next play, another short pass by Hughley. Judah Key makes the catch and strolls right into the end zone. Cardinal Newman now 5-0 with a 48-0 win. Our community champion Mike Lyons in on the coin toss for Sebastian River at South Fork.
In first half, Omar Magia running hard on this carry, absorbs the content moving forward. Bulldogs moving those chains, but then trouble with the snap as Magia can't handle this handoff. River Sharks recover the football. Colton McMahon getting to work at quarterback. rolls to his right and hits his tight end Alexander Gribble for the first down. Then McMahon rolling to his left finds Dakari Green, but he is stopped by the South Fork defense. This game back and forth, but it's the Bulldogs making more plays in the end. South Fork wins 21-7.
All right, we're just getting warmed up here on Football Friday. When we return, two teams, playoff hopes looking to get a leg up as Forest Hill heads to Royal Palm Beach, and we head back to the Treasure Coast when Football Friday returns. Welcome back. Quite the start to the season for Forest Hill. The Falcons 3-0 and have outscored their opponents 119-0.
That's pretty good. Tonight, though, their biggest test of the season so far, playing at a much-improved Royal Palm Beach program. The Wildcats looking to surpass their win total from a year ago and improve to 4-1 second half of 26-16. Looking to add to it, Max Griner swings it out to Jahari Treasure Walker, and he'll turn on the Jets. Now Walk will run to the end zone, but hold on, flag on the play, holding. Let's bring it back. No worries. Later in the drive, Griner takes it himself, heads for the pylon, dives into the end zone. Touchdown makes it 26-16 Wildcats. Falcons defense stout most of the season, showing it here as Xavion Gibson gets to the quarterback. But only a matter of time before Royal Palm kept the points coming. Wildcats win 38-16, 4-1 on the year.
Back to the Treasure Coast, undefeated John Carroll playing at Tradition Prep, who's still looking for their first win. Rams wasting no time attacking Jeremy Pittman Jr., making Jeremy Pittman Sr. proud somewhere. A tough, hard-nosed run before being taken down near the 10-yard line. Same drive here. It's going to be Pittman Jr. going to finish off his dinner with a 1-yard touchdown run. John Carroll takes the lead, and they're in prime position. Tradition says, hold on now. We can play a little offense, too. Amar Atwell, nice pass here to Zion Drummond, a big target, 6'2", 180 pounds. Makes the grab, gets a little stiff arm, and Drummond's going to take it all the way for the touchdown. Tradition showing a little life, but the Rams were locked in all night. Matt Brennan, a nice little dump off here to Wyatt Parks, makes the first guy miss, and Parks puts it in drive. Up the sideline for a huge gain as John Carroll moves to 5-0 with a 60-20 win. All right, to Green Acres we go. Suncoast paying a visit to John I. Leonard. Both teams looking for their second win of the season. Suncoast with an 8-7 lead early on, but here come the Lancers. Juice Dolores takes the snap, keeps it, makes his way through the defense and gets some tough yards across the goal line for a touchdown. John I. takes a 14-8 lead. And so in possession for Suncoast, Owen Gallardi had himself a drive, shaking off tacklers for a first down and more. Chargers in business. A few plays later, they're going to keep it on the ground. Cornelius Terry fumbles it right here, but watch it bounce right back to him, and Terry makes a little something out of nothing. Another Chargers first down, and from there, Gallardi going to take the direct snap, and again, he just nimbles his way through the defense. This time, it's a touchdown for Suncoast. Chargers hold on for the win over John I, 23-14.
All right, time for our play of the week. Let's go back to that Wellington and Spanish River game. Wellington punting, good kick, solid bounce, but Blake Wallace knows what to do with it at midfield. He's going to go around all the Wellington players down the sideline and return it for the special teams touchdown. Sharks roll over Wellington 51-15.
All right, let's go to the scoreboard and look at this. Number 1 Atlantic falls to undefeated, the First Academy out of Orlando, 41-28. That is the Eagles' first loss of the season. St. Andrews keeps North Broward Prep winless. The Scots win it 24-8.
All right, Santa Lucia's back in the win column. They beat Seminole Ridge 49-21 out in Loxahatchee. And Park Vista edges out Boynton Beach 14-12. That's 3 straight wins for the Cobras.
Dr. Joaquin Garcia, how about their season? A 41-0 win over Olympic Heights. The Bulldogs now 5-0 in their second season of play down in Fort Lauderdale. Somerset Canyons coming back to Boynton with a loss to Archbishop McCarthy 42-12. And Vero Beach, the number 8 team on our top 10 poll, beats Heritage at 10-7. And St. Edwards goes on the road. They pick up a win, 2-point win, 23-21.
All right, a college football weekend sports menu looks like this on WPBF 25. Noon ACC matchup. Clemson hosts NC State, 3:30. Number 16 LSU hosting UCLA in the nightcap. Top 25 matchup. Number 6 Tennessee pays a visit to number 15 Oklahoma. Remember, a conference realignment. That's now an SEC game. I
can't even keep up
with it.
I gotta go to like the ESPN or something to see what conference is who's and where. But another exciting night of high school football. Congratulations to all the winners. Of course, you can see all the highlights at WPBF.com. We'll see you next week for week 6 of the high school football season.